Okay, here is another Nasus game. I chose to showcase this game because this is not just a Nasus carry, this is a Nasus domination. So I had a lot of fun playing this game, and I almost got a Penta in this game, so I thought this would be a nice game to upload. As you can tell, I'm still struggling with killing my minions with my Q. I still need to work on that. My CS in most games isn't that great with Nasus, so that's definitely something I need to work on. I always overestimate how much power he has with his Q at the beginning, so I always miss the kill. In this game, I'm playing against a massive tank, which is Mordekaiser, and usually in most games I do hold back for the first part of the game until at least level 5-6, but in this game Mordekaiser is being way too aggressive, poking a bit too much, so I play a lot more aggressively than I usually would. I now play with the spell Ghost instead of Ignite with Nasus, and I found that to be a lot better after that was suggested to me. But in this game I play with Ignite, and I think it goes pretty well.
A summoner has reached.
So at that moment there, Mordekaiser actually dragged me back so that I was behind him. I was in between him and his turret. That was a big mistake from him because I had more health, and clearly I was more powerful in that case as well. So he shouldn't have gone for that. I had more health and he hadn't built up a lot of shield, so it didn't go that well for him. I did try and back away, but then I thought that battle was definitely mine, so I just went for the kill.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Although Mordekaiser is very powerful and has a lot of defense, what's good is he is very much like Nasus in that he only has one real damaging ability, which is his Q. So I keep that in mind whenever I'm battling him. I know he can't just bombard me with a bunch of different damaging abilities. I don't know what that gank was. That was definitely very badly played. So I use my W on Mordekaiser there, just because I think that there's a chance, but he was way too far. This is when Ghost would be a lot more useful, and this is why I use Ghost instead of Ignite a lot more, because in situations where the opponent is further away, I can use Ghost and get takedowns in situations where I wouldn't if I didn't have Ghost. To do with Nasus' rune build, I don't have Demolish, although I've seen a lot of people use Demolish with Nasus. I don't see the need for Demolish. I prefer to keep a rune set that maximizes champion damage. So I didn't want Demolish as one of my runes. Okay, that was a big mistake from Mordekaiser. I don't know why he didn't use his shield there. That would have definitely given him an edge, but I came out with full health, so I don't think he stood a chance anyway. Another reason why I don't keep Demolish to damage turrets better with Nasus is that he is one of the few champions where his Q can actually damage the turret. It can be used on a turret. So using his Q on turrets is actually a really effective way to drop the turret quickly. Okay, so it took 2 takedowns on Mordekaiser to give me 1 level lead on him. So in most of these encounters, I'll be winning. I got overconfident here. Even in his realm, I thought that I could definitely beat him, but it just gave him the edge. So that was my only takedown of the game. Especially at that point, I had just around 100 stacks at level 8, so it's not that great. I should aim to get around 200 by then, but Mordekaiser was pushing a lot. Graves came in for a gank, but that didn't go so well. So this is the Nasus power that I'm used to. Before, I was overestimating how much power he had with his Q, and I wasn't actually getting kills on minions, but now I am. This Mordekaiser is really annoying me with his poking. Okay, I just go in. See, I'm playing a lot more aggressively than I usually would. He's just annoying me. Hopefully, if he had lower health, he wouldn't be poking so much, but he doesn't learn, so I'm gonna have to put him down. And I've got my ultimate now, so I know that if he comes close enough, that's it. Okay, he brought me close enough, so that was his mistake. Not good enough. So earlier, if he had taken me into his realm, he had the edge over me, but even in his realm, he didn't have enough power to take me down. So now I know that in any encounter against Mordekaiser, I'll definitely be the one that comes on top.
Turret plating will soon fall.
We've got a massive lead already on their team. So mid lane is doing great, 4-0. I'm 3-1, and everyone else is pretty neutral. See, take a look at how much Mordekaiser is poking compared to me. I will do maybe 1 Q and he will poke constantly, but with Nasus' lifesteal, it's just pretty much ineffective. He's just going for me. He doesn't care about getting farm at all. He just wants to poke me, and I don't know why. Because I have lifesteal, so poking Nasus as much as he's been doing is just not really that effective, because one Q from Mordekaiser will take about 2 to 3 minions just to get my health back. So it doesn't really do a lot to poke Nasus as much as he's been doing, especially with somebody like Mordekaiser. If it was a different top laner who had more offensive abilities, then it might make a difference, but all Mordekaiser has is his Q. So he does one Q, I gain my health back from a little bit of farming, and then he does another Q, and he doesn't care about my minions at all. So his farm is so low. And what he doesn't realize is, in all the time that he's wasting, I'm stacking my Q. So there's no way that I'm going to lose to him. Even with the full shield that he had there, in his realm, I was still able to beat him, because I've stacked my Q enough to the point where I can. And he hasn't done anything in that time. Okay, so I'm just looking to drop this turret so that I can go roam, because that's when the real fun will begin. Okay, I should drop this turret within the next wave at least. So look how effectively the turret drops just with Nasus's Q, which is why I don't see a need to get Demolish, because from this point, Demolish is pretty much useless, almost. Okay, so I'm not even scared to go into a battle with 4 of them, just because Nasus is way too tanky, especially with his ultimate. The combination of Ghost with Nasus's W, which slows the opponent down, would be such a great combination, but I didn't have Ghost here, so I'm going to have to rely on Nasus's W to be able to chase them down. This Fizz is so annoying. That was so much damage, and I don't even have 300 stacks yet. 2 Qs effectively dropped 90% of his health. All it took was 2 Qs by Nasus, so even with just under 300 stacks, it was good enough. Okay, so they have vision here, they can see everything. There's 3 of them, 4 of them, but not worrying at all. No, there's all 5 of them are here, I think. Yeah, all 5 of them are here. I just don't even know who to go for. Okay, that's 1 down. Me against 3. Another one. And that's 3 down. Okay. So they're in their turret, so no point going for anything. I should have probably just gone for them, especially because I have Yuumi. But, okay, so minions go in. I start going for the turret, and then I realize I don't even care. Let's just go for it. So that's 1, and that's the last one. So I got a triple kill, and then a double kill, but the time was too long between the 2 multi-kills, so it didn't count as a Penta, but that was so close to my Penta. I've never actually gotten a Penta with Nasus, but that was the closest I've ever come. I don't know how they haven't learned that if I can take on 3 of them at once, they should just be running, not helping each other survive. They're up way too close. I'm backing up as much as I can to give them a little bit of confidence to approach me, but it wasn't enough. Especially without Ghost, I was not anywhere near catching them. I'm level 14 with under 400 stacks. Now, I wouldn't look to be that low in terms of how many stacks I have. So there's 4 of them and just me here. So this is not the best situation. Okay, so Galio came. Now, me and Galio against 4 of them, easily doable because 2 massive tanks with a lot of power. Alright, so that's 3 down. Yeah, so as I was saying, you'd look to have more than 500-600 stacks by now with Nasus. I've got less than 400, which is not that great at this point. It doesn't hinder me because their team is doing quite badly and I've racked up a lot of kills, so I'm not worried about stacks just because I've got so much gold and I can almost have a full build by now. But in general, you'd look to have more stacks than this. Nasus is dealing an insane amount of damage at this point. 1 Q, while I'm in my ultimate, does at least half their health. Okay, kill, pom, pom. Alright, so I'm channeling. I don't even care that Mordekaiser came. And he just hits me on the head. That was so disrespectful. Now I'm going to have to put him down for that. I don't know why I didn't bother moving. That was way too cocky of me. But now that he hit me, I'm telling myself I have to kill him before I go back. So thank you for the motivation. I have my ultimate, so I'm not worried about them. I just want them to get comfortable enough to come closer, away from their turret. I know that it's further down the lane, but still, I don't want them getting away, especially because Nasus doesn't have a lot of speed. Okay. There we go. Enough room. So he just helped me there by pulling me. I don't know why he did that. He put his entire team in danger there. But I'm just looking to go for him. Okay, now that I've got the takedown on Mordekaiser, I don't care to go back on. But Morgana is just alone, bottom lane, so... now Lucian's with her, so why not? Let's go for them. This is over. She may as well just stand there and take the kill. Mordekaiser's in the jungle. So tempting. Should have gone around the other way because everyone else was coming that way, but should be able to get him. This is so much damage, and that's less than half the max number of stacks Nasus can have. That was 462 stacks, and he just does too much damage. With 700-800 stacks, he's invincible, pretty much. So the game should be close to finishing now.
Red team has slain the dragon.
This is way too one-sided. 35 to 10 kills. I don't even care about this turret. It barely touched my health. So at this point, Nasus is just way too invincible. Now, he's way too far from the safety of his turret. Oh, just about made it. Just about. I don't know why he's coming back. This is a bad move. And this is game over. Lucian's bottom lane, I don't know what he's doing there when we're about to win. Oh, now he decides that he can come back. Okay, that's the game.